Well, welcome back to Weather Nation. We're taking a look at a few places this morning, like Seattle, Washington, Boston, Massachusetts, Las Vegas, Nevada, and Miami, Florida. Now, across the eastern U.S., we're talking about more rain than anything else, but we could see some storms potentially, not only across parts of the east, but across parts of the west as well.
Yeah, it's going to be an active day across the country. I know the Northeast finally was drying out after some soggy days, and we have more rain on the way for them, and some of us even waking up to rain out the door this morning.
Yeah, so your grass is probably beautifully green, but yeah, your driveway is probably a little soggy. Your grass is probably soggy nonetheless because we're still dealing with rain. But let's take a look at the radar. Let's show you what's going on, because we have some wet weather that's out there now that's falling as we speak. And as we put the radar into motion, you'll notice the bulk of the rain activity around the Great Lakes down into parts of Tennessee. But we'll zoom into a few places like across the southwest, because we saw some rain out there overnight, but a lot of that rain and those isolated storms starting to fade away. But we're noticing some active weather still across eastern parts of Kansas, now moving into northern parts of Oklahoma. But again, the steadiest rain across Indiana, across parts of southern Illinois, into parts of Arkansas, where we're noticing a lot of lightning near Conway. And we're also noticing just north of Nashville over the past couple of hours, rain showers and thunderstorms rolling through. And as we look toward the north and east, that moisture is continuing to move in this direction. So Binghamton, you're dealing with heavy rain. Scranton, watch out for that rain as well. And we're noticing more rain into upstate New York. Well, but we'll stay on top of that. But let's take you to Vestal, New York. This is one place that's been dealing with just some heavy rain and flooding from recent rains across the region. Vestal, right around what they call the southern tier of New York. And again, you can see the water right there. Really a lot of flooding going on.
Yeah, and we've been continuing to deal with that threat for wet weather across the Northeast really for the past several months. It has been rainier than average. Here's a look at where our rain totals are stacking up for Baltimore. Normally, we would get about 9 inches and a quarter of rain since June 1st. Here's a look at what we've seen. We've actually picked up over 23 inches. So it's been incredibly rainy here over the past several weeks and even over the past couple of months. For Cincinnati, it was a rainy day yesterday. Over 2¼ inches picked up in just the last 24 hours there on Thursday. The old record, that was just under an inch. So we certainly beat that yesterday. And that's some rain that's on the way to the East Coast as we move through the next couple of days. You see that water vapor imagery showing that plume of green pushing out to the east. Well, that's coming with a cold front. And as that front edges a little bit closer to the coast, rain chances come along with that. So as we get into Friday afternoon, inland areas are going to be picking up on that chance for some scattered showers and storms, some heavy downpours possible. And we start to see this work into the coastal areas by the evening tonight. So Friday night looking soggy across the East Coast, and it doesn't stop there. We're looking at storm chances moving through into Saturday as well. Now for the Northeast, that front makes it off the coast by Saturday afternoon, but that is going to leave soggy conditions for areas like New York City all the way south through Atlanta. So that cold front really is going to have a widespread impact with some heavy rain potential here over the next couple of days. Now through Saturday, the heaviest rain for the Northeast, that is going to fall inland, could see upwards of 2 to 3 inches. And then we turn our attention farther south, heading into the tail end of the weekend, where we're also looking at some heavy pockets of rain. A few spots could possibly see upwards of 3 to even close to 5 inches of rain. Buffalo, New York, it is going to be a soggy day out there as we move through the tail end of your Friday. Storm chances tapering off into Saturday, and another shot at wet weather back heading into next work week. Portland, you are going to be dealing with soggy conditions today and tomorrow. Heavy rain possible. We'll get a break from that by Sunday. Now, we do see a severe weather chance coming along with these storms. I'm going to send you out to parts of Massachusetts where we are going to be talking about some stormy conditions later today.
Yeah, you know, we're talking about storm chances being out there, so please be on guard for that. Here's a look at the national outlook for severe weather for today. We're noticing a marginal risk stretching all the way toward the front range of the Rockies, a small area of severe weather chance in place across the northwest. But as we look toward the northeast, we're noticing that slight risk. And within that slight risk, we're talking about damaging wind being a threat. We're talking about damaging hail being a threat, and even the threat for some isolated tornadoes. So make sure you stay tuned. We'll be on top of that all day today. In the meantime, take a look at Seattle. We're talking about the stormy conditions out west next.